Okay. And if you want to keep a fill, you can just fill in the color. Or let's say I can give the red color to fill and the font color to be white. So this is how you can create a kind of page navigator in your report. Okay. However, the point here is after you click on this, now your immediate attention would be this way. Well, I created, let me give a test. This is what everyone's in mind. So I click on the home page. Does it go? Absolutely no. Why? In Power BI desktop application, there is no such kind of option wherein the moment once you create it, it will automatically work. Remember, in Power BI, a desktop application, always you need to test by holding your control button and click on that. So once after I create this page navigator, now if I want to give a test, I need to hold the control button and click on this home page. That is when it is going to work. So this will be in Power BI desktop application. How you can test is only this way by using the control and then click on the button, it will work. Otherwise around it is not going to work. If it works here, when you deploy the same thing back to your Power BI online application, वहां पे control button use करके करने का जरूरत नहीं. The moment once they click on that, it will automatically take to that page. That is no doubt about it. In online application, it works as it is what you are expecting in your mind. Only in the desktop application, how do you do that? This is how you need to hold your control button, click on that, and then it will automatically go to that particular page. Okay. Otherwise around it is not going to work. Do you find this option useful?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
But once we go to any other page, like if we have a home page on every page, so will it take back to the cover page? Like
That's a good point. Yes, it will do. So for that, I'm going to do this way. Now you see, I'm giving an example. Since we don't have this anywhere, so I'm just giving you some example. Let's say, for example, I'm adding all these two guys here who are working with us in all the report, for example. So यहाँ पे मैंने एक action दबा सकता हूँ. जैसे click on this image. Let's think this is a home tab. So I'll go to the, when I select this visual, there is an option here called action. Okay. I'll click on this action and then type. I'll click on this page navigation. And once I click on the page navigation, it will ask me which page you want to go. I'll always refer to my cover page. Okay. And then leave it as it is. Now let me test it how it works in. So the moment once I click on this, hold the control button and then click on this guy, it will take me to the cover page.
okay.
So if you keep this visuals in all the pages wherever you are doing up, so the same action will keep doing in every page. You don't need to do it. इसका मतलब ये है कि मैंने यहाँ पे जो होम पेज में रखा है, ये डिटेल पेज है. यहाँ पे डिटेल पेज में भी वही बंदा को वहां पे लेके आया. So I'm just going to select this and delete it. I'm selecting the home page. I'm gonna select this guy. I'm copying this guy and then keep it onto the detail page and paste it here. Okay. So now your expectation will be this will work. Yes, this will work directly. You see, it works again.
Yes.
Right. So this is how you can actually copy this visual by doing it one page and then copy the same visual across all the other pages. It will definitely work on. Now, I believe that you might have got an idea like how you can utilize this page navigation and then the home buttons and everything so that it will, you understand how you can design it. Any questions on that? Anand, yes, Anand, what's your question?
Sir, nothing actually. Mistaken, I think.
Okay. Right. So I'll show you the, and I have two more options that I just wanted to discuss. Let me show you this as well. Now this is one particular part. Now the second part, what I'm gonna show you is again, friends, keep your concentration here. Do not lose this bit. Okay, this will confuse you a lot the moment once you lose some concentration here. Before that, let me also see. Prabhas, are you there?
Yes, Srikanth.
Can you? It looks like the recording has been stopped. Can you please start the recording?
No, Srikanth, it's on.
Oh, okay. I could see this message. That's why. Fine. If it is being recording, well, no problem.
Yeah, up to 2:30. I have made the schedule up to 2:30, so
Right,
there's no
right.
issues going to happen.
Great. Right. Friends, so look at this portion, what I meant discussing with you. Let's talk about the book. Front page, what I created, the front page or the detail page we are going to see. Okay. All the detail page or the front page, whatever we are dealing, any page that you take up. Okay. I'll talk about this particular page first, and then we'll see how it is going to work out. So first thing, what I'm going to do is I'll get into this page. I want to create three different views for this page. एक view में कैसे है ना कि people will look at this map and I will only show restaurants and I will only show cuisines, but I will not show the other two visuals. In another view, I want to show these two visuals and then switch off these two visuals and then keep it. Third view, I will keep all the visuals open. Matlab, if there is a requirement like this, I'm just giving you the scenario because you want to share this report with the people and you have brought in all the picture, but you want to give one view for your manager, one view for your people. Okay. Database for all the people remains the same, but you want to share the views in a different time. Like for employees, you want to give one view, for your manager, you want to give another view. And as a developer, you might have a complete view. So I'm going to give three views here. How? I'll go to the home page and again, I'll go back to the insert and sorry, I'll go to the view. I'll go to the view tab. Okay. And I have an option here under the show panes called the bookmark. So I'm going to click on the bookmark. Okay. I'm going to click on the bookmark. So this page, what am I going to do is I'll say add one. This is my bookmark page. Okay. I will say rename this to my view. I'm saying my view. Okay. Side by side, what am I also doing? I'm opening one more option here on the same view tab. I'm also opening one more option called the selection. Okay. Now, the moment once I see what is going to happen here, I have one particular view. When I say my view, I should be able to see all the objects here on this particular report. JSS slicer, image, all this image, average rating, average cost, cuisines, restaurants, all these are coming up here. So let's say, for example, when I click on the slicer, you will see the slicer is selected. When I click on this image is selected. Again, the other image has been selecting. Average rating, average cost, cuisines, restaurants, and then we are operating. So this is the label that we are looking at. Now the second portion, what I'm wanted to do is this time I'm going to click on the slicer. As I told you, average rating and average cost in the USD I want to hide. So I'm going to hide this two here. I'm hiding this and I'm hiding this. I want this as one of the view and I'm going to click on add and click on update and also click on the rename. Okay. And I will say this is manager view. For example, I'm just saying this is my manager view. Let me test it. I'll go to the my view first. I'll go to the my view first. When I click on my view, am I able to see everything? Yes. When I go to the manager view, only those two are gone. Yes. Now let's say I'm going to create third view. How am I doing it? This time I'm going to open these two visuals and I'm going to switch on this image and then, sorry, I'm going to switch off the cuisines and then the total restaurants and then click on add. And then I will say first update, and then I will say rename, and I will say emp view. Okay. Now, when I'm on the emp view, I need to ensure that these two are off. And when I'm on the manager view, yes, these two are on off. And when I'm on the my view, these are on off. I mean, everything is visible. Next time, for example, when I want to do any cosmetic changes here, let's say मैनेजर व्यू में मैंने ये भी सोचा कि एक काम करेंगे, स्लाइसर भी हटा सकते हैं हम। फॉर एग्जांपल स्लाइसर भी हटाना है, तो मैंने क्या करूंगा, पहले मैनेजर व्यू को क्लिक करके स्लाइसर को ऑफ करके मैनेजर व्यू में जाके यहाँ पे अपडेट करूंगा। ओके, then I'll go to the emp view and then ensure everything is working fine. Now that I want to just do an experiment and then see is it working fine or not, so I can click on this view directly. This will open the page like this. When someone look at the my view, this is how they look at. When the manager open, this is how they will look at. When employees see, this is how they look at. And when I want to come out of this view, all I just need to do is to click on this exit. That's good. That's more than enough. Now, if I want to switch back to my old view, all I just click on this my view. That's it. Nothing else. So what do you feel? This option looks better?
So whenever we exit from this, this will show my view.
नहीं, B exit matlab you will click on this. You are going to click on this view. Whatever the view, just you keep it. It will still remain the same.
Okay.
So now I'll go back to my cover page. Cover page में जाके मैं ये भी कर सकता हूँ कि I'm gonna go to the insert again. Click on the buttons. Click on the navigator. Now this time I'm going to select the bookmark navigator. So जितना भी bookmark navigators आपने किया था, ये सारे bookmark navigators यहाँ पे मिलेगा आपको. So let's say for example, if I wanna keep this, so just for a quick format, I'm using the format painter and then select this. Okay, so this is how it looks like in the format painter. Now this is a simple bookmark I'm creating. Now let me give you some, what do you say? Let me give you some insights over it. You know how beautifully you can create your report. The moment once someone click on this cover page, let's say this 3 belongs to the home page. Okay, so let's say for example, now let's test it. When I click on the manager view, it will take me to directly to the manager view. By selecting the control button and then click on this, this will take me to the manager view directly. And when I click on this guy, it will take me to the cover page. And when I click on this my view, I will see the my view option again. Now again, when I click on this guy, it will take me to the cover page. Now what I want to say, you can, I mean, here there is no such kind of thing called animation, but rather what you can still do, you can control all your bookmarks or anything by using the selection under the view. Even on this, you can create some more bookmarks like your selections and everything, and then ensure when someone click on this button, it will show this. By using the selections, you can work on this. Okay.
Okay, so just like homepage, we done my view, manager view, and employee view. Same we can do here also in cover
Yes, you
page.
can. Yes. Maybe you can, I mean, as I told you, you can actually experiment it in a very, very better way. You will have it very nice. I mean, you can create some beautiful, I mean, you can use your creativity more here, or let's say you can use this way also. You can create multiple views for all the pages and then you can keep it. but this is on the bookmark page. Okay. All right. Any questions here on this?
Here, when I have that my view bookmark, it is not showing those other options which are whichever are there on the
Have
slicers
you
and all.
clicked on the selection?
Yeah,
If
now
you,
it's showing. Yeah, I missed that part. Yeah.
no problem. That's why I said, like, when you're learning this particular concept, that's why I said, like, please do have a complete concentration, because anyways, you have the recording. You can just take a look. But I'm just saying, when you are working on this, you need to be little careful. You do it around multiple times, test it multiple times. Only then you will be able to get a complete hands-on experience on that.
Yes.
Shrikant, I have a query. Just like in Excel, we created any chart, so we can paste that in the PPT. यहाँ पे ये हो सकता है क्या ऐसे?
I'm going to come back to that.
Okay,
Allow me around 5 minutes. I have one topic and
okay,
then we'll discuss over it. ठीक है?
okay, 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 okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Right. So this is on the view side. The next part, what we are looking at is here. Apart from this, we all have something in our mind every time. कि क्या एक्सेल में जैसे डेटा कंट्रोल करेंगे कि मैंने थोड़ी डेटा किसी लोगों को दिखाना है, थोड़ी डेटा किसी और को भी दिखाना है, ऐसे कुछ कंप्लीट ऑप्शन है मेरे पास कि पावर बीआई में दे सकते हैं क्या, कैसे सिक्योरिटी वाइज? यस, दे सकते हैं. तो अभी वो डिस्कस करने वाला है. वो तो 5 मिनट का टॉपिक है, जैसे वेरी सिंपल. सो टेक ए लुक एट दिस. You and like we all know, we have certain data for like Africa, Asia, Europe, NAM, Oceania, SAM. So take a look at this slicer now, how it is going to happen. I'll go to the modeling view. I have an option here on the modeling view. I'll go to the modeling view, and then there is an option here under the security group called manage role. So I'll click on the manage role. And there is an option here called the create. So click on the create. So there is a role here. Now I will say this is Asia role. I'm creating something called Asia role. I click on the create, there is an option here, and there is an Asia role. Now within the Asia role, what I'm looking at here is append one table. I'm expecting that the append one table should show. I'm adding a filter here. Okay. And within this add filter, there are the list of columns. So we have a continent column here. I'm going to select this continent column and I'm gonna say Asia. Okay. I'm gonna say Asia. And then I'll just click on this verify DAX. मतलब ये जो मैंने DAX दिया था वो सही या गलत है कि चेक कर सकता हूँ. तो वेरीफाई क्लिक करने के बाद ये ऑप्शन हो, मतलब ये चले जाएगा. मतलब this is fine, absolutely okay. Then I'm going to create another role. I'll say this is Africa and Europe. I'm going to give two things. पहले मैंने किया, सॉरी, पहले मैंने सोचा एक व्यू ऐसे ही सिर्फ एशिया डेटा कंट्रोल होगा और एक व्यू में सिर्फ अफ्रीका एंड यूरोप का डेटा कंट्रोल होना चाहिए. तो आई एम गोना ब्रिंग अप again the same thing, append one, and again add filter, and again going back to the continent, and this time I will say this should be Africa. But how do I add the expression to ensure to see that Europe is also added? So for that I'm going to use two single parallel lines like this, and then say copy the same expression like continent is equal to Africa. I'm going to say this is Europe. Okay, what does this expression mean in continent? Whether it is Africa or Europe, it should show me this data. So this is another view. So I've created two different views and then click on save. Now I have added everything, which is absolutely good. But the question here, how do I ensure this is working? You have added everything good, but where do I look at this? Under the manage role as I created, now I'm going to see this on the view as. So when I click on the view as, I have roles here created, which is Asia, Africa and Europe and the other user. Other user का मतलब जो role हमें create नहीं किया. So usual role. Okay. By default role ये. तो मैंने Asia select कर रहा हूँ. Click on OK. Now my expectation is this slicer should only show me the Asia data. Now, do you see only the Asia here? On the slicer, only the Asia data is there. Now,
Yes.
wherever I go, the entire report will only give me the statistics of Asia. Maybe I think I have used the visuals in the last bit, I guess. Last but one. यहाँ पे भी नहीं है, शायद इसमें ही किया था हम. हाँ. You see, this is showing as Asia. Now let's say when I switch over back to another role like Africa and Europe. So my expectation is this slicer should show me Africa and Europe alone. You see? So this is how you can actually create a security control over here. But remember, friends, okay, this is where you have done so far. Okay. Now let me give a pause and let me give you a question back. Now, do you understand this particular security control, what I have explained? Or you have any question on this?
So this means if I have a location-wise data and I have to share to that particular location only, then we can apply this, right? So that they cannot view any other locations data.
Correct.
Okay.
So you can give a control. You can do a control methodology like this. Now, let me
So when
quickly
I
ask.
am giving this control, they cannot go into setting while
No,
publishing
no,
that data. Can they go and change that control and check the other, like removing the controls and check other location data?
no, they cannot. I'll show you why.
Okay. Okay.
Have you logged into your Microsoft Power BI online account?
I guess it is for single user. I have taken the license.
But matlab, will you be able to log into Power BI online service?
I will be, but I can publish also possibly.
You can
But
publish.
until and unless other user doesn't have, I don't know whether they can check.
No, that's okay. But right now, can you publish is what I'm
Yes,
asking.
yes.
Okay, do you mind to share the screen for us so that I can guide you and people can see? I can solve Narendra's question and everyone.
Okay. How to do that?
No, share your screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So friends, just watch Nayar's screen for a minute, what he's doing up. Okay. Then you can, I'll show you. So good. Okay. Have you created any roles, manager role or anything?
No, not yet.
Fine. That's okay. Still, that's okay. Now, first thing, like as I told you, you need to create a role. So let's say, imagine that you have created a role. Now, once you created the role, go to the home tab. So on the last portion of this home tab, you should see the option called the publish. So click on the publish. So once you click on the publish, it will say, do you want to save your changes? Click on save. Right. So just hold on here. So the moment once you click on publish, friends, when you have an organization account and when you are logged in, we created a report. So you will see an option here called my workspace. And apart from this, let's say, for example, if you are aligned to your organization for another workspace, everything will be shown up, but always use my workspace. So select the my workspace and then click on select. So the moment once you click on the select, just do not close anything, leave it as it is, right? So this report is now published to your My Workspace. So just click on the open day 4 in Power BI. There is a link automatically created. So once you click on this link, it will redirect you to the option. So once you have, right, this is a place where you are going to see everything. Okay. So go to the cover page once. Right. Now the first test you can see, click on the detail page or any page, you will automatically go to that page. Right. Here you don't
Yeah,
need to use the control option. It will
right.
automatically work. So now go to the cover page again. Right. So on the top, do you see that option called file export?
Yes.
Click on that export. And friends, everyone, you will see these options when you're logging to your Power BI online service. And there is an option here called the PowerPoint. So click on the PowerPoint. Now I would suggest every time to do this way. When you click on the embed live data, when you click on the embed live data, now click on that open in PowerPoint. Yes, you can click on the open. Narendra, this is how we are going to bring your visuals back onto the Power BI. Sorry, on the
Okay.
click on accept and
Can
continue.
continue?
Now let me explain this story here, like what it is helpful for you. Okay, now you click on any one of the page here. Now you're able to go and look at this. So this is a live data. So okay, if you want to go back to the other page again, we need to actually have the cover page open. So click on the cover page below link. You're not able. Okay, so close this one, please. Yeah, go to the PowerPoint. Probably, I think no. I think you have the options where you cannot go to the page, but what you can do, we can leave it here. So Narendra, this is a place where you can actually go and then bring back your visuals to your PowerPoint as well. So what is going to happen if you are carefully having a home button in, um, you can again click on the export. No, you can close this PowerPoint, click on don't save. Just go back and again do that the same option, export and click on that PowerPoint, embed live data. So imagine that you have report created, click on open PowerPoint. You publish the report and you have saved the report and then brought published. Now you're going to a presentation to your management. Suddenly you don't, your PowerPoint is not working. Sorry, your online internet connection is not working or something isn't working. You already have exported this. So I'll suggest you to go to the home page. So what does this home page here actually tell you? You can click on any one of the slicer here. You will still see the data is actually working. Like the same Power BI report, what you have published on the online, you can see the same report on your live on your PowerPoint as well. And this is how you can actually show. Now, if you have already assigned this, uh, to go to the cover page, you can click on that icon image that might take you to the cover page back, whatever the icon you might have created. No. Have you created this action link?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, click on this. Now you'll go back to the cover page. This is how you can actually operate in front of the users, on a PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
But whatever changes we are further making, that won't be captured here, right? Once it is published.
Okay, all you need to do is the moment once you need to do, publish. Once you publish, again, you need to again bring it back.
Bring it back means?
Um, honestly, I didn't check that. since I don't have this account, I didn't check that. But what you can do, once you publish the report, since it is a live report, it should automatically should be in a sync. If it is not in a sync, I would suggest you can close this and then again export the live. It should
Okay.
automatically work.
Okay.
But as per my understanding, it should work since it is a live presentation.
Yeah.
So you understood this concept, everyone? Like, is it a helpful option to everyone?
Yes, yes.
Can you please switch back to the um, Power BI online? Yeah, I'll show you one simple option here where you can see. Go to the My Workspace on the left hand side, because the place where we have deployed this report, it is going to sit under the My Workspace every time. But whenever you go to the My Workspace, what you guys are gonna see the report will be published in two different ways. One as a report and the data set separately. One as a report and another one as a data set. So on the day 4 data set, okay, when you select this, hover the mouse on the day 4, do you see there are 3 dots before the data set? Yeah, click on this more option. Now this is the security. Click on the security, please. Right. So, uh, right. What is going to happen? See, let me just give you the story. You remember the security option? I have done it on my desktop application. I just
Yeah.
shown you a few minutes before, right? I've created 2 different views. So once you create the view and then save the file and then publish it here, those Asia and Africa will be shown up here. Okay. So then you will select the Asia, and then it will allow you to enter the email address of the person whom you can share the data with. Okay. Once you enter the email address and click on the save, that will automatically trigger the email. Let's say, for example, Subhash is publishing the report. He created a role for Asia. So he will come publish the report and then he will come back to this place and then select Asia. It will allow Subhash to enter the email address of Narendra. So let's say Narendra ka email address bana diya tha wahan pe. Narendra will automatically get an email with a link stating that Subhash have given you a link to share this application, so you can view the report or data report there. So once Narendra open the link, he will be able to see the entire report, but only Asia report, not any other report at all. And he doesn't have the access even to go in looking to change the settings or do anything. He will only see the report which is given to him. That's it. What we will do, we'll give you some links over it. See, overall, this is a picture, but I'll give you the links again, how you can do this, which is very helpful. So when you do the RLS security, that is how you need to do it. But the majority portion, you need to do it on the desktop application. And the rest of the half, 50% you are doing it on your desktop, 50% you will do it on the online servers. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, I will close the call here. Since we are already running out of the time, I'll just stop it here and then let me hear back. Like, is this more insights, more insightful? And do you have the that level of confidence that you can go and work on this? Of course, the material, supporting material will be given, the recordings will be there. But yes, these are the different options that I really want to give you a flavor of what exactly is a Power BI, and you can explore all this. The moment once you start exploring all these options, whatever we have discussed, trust me, you will create a very beautiful report and you will stand out of the box.
When we are publishing, converting it to live PowerPoint, then it's not showing this map also, right? Map will not be shown.
No, it will show. आपका ID में कुछ तो options enable नहीं है, but otherwise around it will show.
Okay.
It says map and visual maps are not enabled. I think on the Power BI online service, you need to go and change the security setting or something. So it should work. It will definitely work.
बट श्रीकांत, ये जो पावर पॉइंट में हमने एक्सपोर्ट किया था, if we share the same with our colleague, तो ये workout होगा या नहीं होगा?
Workout नहीं होगा क्योंकि the options will not be enabled because there doesn't have the um, uh, option to see or view.
Okay.
Unless and until that doesn't have that kind of visibility over it, they will not be able to see. Like you need to give access.
Yes, and Shrikant, एक और पूछना था.
Mhm.
Can we have like a user manual or guide where we can see the, there are so many options in visuals and in settings. So that guide or that manual can help us to know where are the options, you know.
See, we will give our best, like whatever the manuals we have, we'll share you most of the links. And
Okay.
beyond that, if there is something again, you still have, on the Google, you will have all the different options. But to the max, whatever we can able to share, we'll try to give us as a handy.
Okay. Okay.
Hope that will work.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So one query from my side. Actually, if we wanted a data set, hello.
Yeah, listening.
So where we can get a data set, so we can found some data and do a practice.
You want to have
So
some more
like
data sets.
yes, like some website or something.
Right. On the Microsoft Power BI community, you will find more number of data sets where you can play around with. So you can have it there. So we'll include that link as well. So you can find few more data sets where you can play around and you can experiment over it.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhas.
Second, two things. Like the decomposition tree, what you showed the report in that format, can we create a organizations chart in Power BI?
Organization chart like in the hierarchy.
Yes.
Um, should be there, I guess. Or I might be wrong as well. I haven't tried or looked into that angle level. But
Okay.
there could be an option where once you have your Microsoft Online account logged in, okay, there is
Mhm.
an option where, Nair, could you please share your screen for a minute again, if you don't mind? I'm sorry, all the time I'm calling you Nair, Subhash. Right. So go if you go to the Power BI online okay, yeah, you're there on the desktop application. Well and good. No. So friends, you see there is a visualizations here, right? Build visual. Down that there is a three dots again. On the last line, there are three dots. Right. Just click on that. Click on get more visuals again. See here, it will allow you if you are connected to the Power BI Microsoft Online service, it will help you here to explore more number of visuals here. Maybe in the organization visuals or anywhere you can just type a search. You can type a search. On the search, you can type filter by organizations or anywhere. You can search is one. Org chart, maybe you can type on org chart or something. Right. You see there are different kinds of organization charts. You can use any one of these charts. Okay. Along with that, I remember the timeline you have also asked Anand or someone. So click on that. I think you have Subhash had asked or else. You can click on the timeline here on the search. Right. You'll see the timelines, whatever you have asked. Yeah, the timeline slicer. So you can add this over there. Right. Now you click on this add. This will add your timeline slicer. So that's good. So uh, No, what you can do is you can go to that particular place where you have added the slicer there, not here. Go to the visual 6 or 7, somewhere we have done this. Sixth visual on the gauge chart. You wanted to add this, right? Or some, no, on your report, on your report. Okay, you need to open the report, right? Okay, fine. Let Sujit open. Sorry, Subhash open the report and then let him work. And how about the others? Like, okay, Prabhas, you have some another question as well. What is that?
Uh, yeah, what I was thinking, like Narendra's questions to add on that. Suppose I did not give any kind of sharing options to other people in my organization or in my teammates. Can I just export that PBIX report and that person he will have the same? Can he load this in his PBI and export to PowerPoint and operate?
Okay, so basically, one to the other person to access, he needs to have an Power BI online service. Unless and until there is a Power BI online service not deployed in any one of the systems, they cannot export the data to anywhere.
True.
And second thing, to export the data, even the report owner should give access. So whatever the access has been given, it will be given as something like um, only read-only mode. So the person without having any appropriate access, they cannot able to export or share or do any report anywhere. If you are sharing the PBIX file, the other person can only open the PBIX file in his desktop application. And if he have an online service, then he can publish the report over there and then he can do. Instead of that, you can directly give access to him. If you have already an account, he can directly give him an access. So you can instantly open that and then export it to a PowerPoint online, provided that you have access.
Yeah, my question is that only because in organizations, certain levels only they give the organizational license. Suppose, say, now take an example, I am a floor level people, but I have a good knowledge in Power BI, but my organizations did not permit a license for me. So I used my Power BI desktop. I downloaded and that is no, there is no license needed for to publish the report and all. And I have no privilege also to publish the report. So I created the report and
But
that PBIX file, if I send it across to my superior, I'm just creating a scenario. If I send
correct.
it across to my senior, and since he is having the organizational license, he could publish into the cloud or he could publish into the report, no problem, online, something, whatever it is, XYZ. But my question is, can he use that embed options in PowerPoint on the same
Yes,
PBIX file?
yes,
Okay, that's
because
what I
he will
wanted
be
to say.
because the report ownership is transferred from you
Absolutely, absolutely. That
to
was
your
I was just
boss.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So he will be able to do everything on the through the Power BI online service.
Right. So that answers question Narendra what is asked. That's so just a add on to that. So
Right, right.
Narendra, hope you got some more one step on that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, great.
Okay.
And guys,
Subhash,
I
is
have
it
already shared the link, like what Anand asked, where I can get all the reports and everything, and the manual to answer the question of Narendra also. There is a link from Microsoft itself. That is the best tutorial. No need to go for any Tom, Dick, and Harry's manual or reports or anything. I would never suggest also, and never second also do that. So this is what the tutorial we always ask all our participants to follow, because whenever there is an upgrade, something happened in Power BI, this tutorial page also keeps getting upgraded by Microsoft itself. So that will be the best handy material you can follow at any point of time.
Thank you, Prabhas.
okay? I know,
Thank you,
Subhash,
sir.
you're looking at the timeliner, but it is not working, isn't it?
Right, right.
Uh, looks like something is some connectivity is missing over there.
Maybe that's added newly, so it's not accepting. Because when I'm adding that, it should when I'm adding that, when opening any other Power PBIX file, it should be showing that. but every time I have to add that.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. It is not showing up properly, correct?
Yeah, here see, here I have added, it is showing. Now when I open this new file,
It
it was
didn't. It
missing
didn't pop.
here. Again, I had to add this.
Right. Right.
Once it is
So,
added, it should not be invisible.
uh, let's see how you can. Maybe you can restart the Power BI and then you can see again. But you
Okay.
have a timeline slicer here on the more visual side. Okay, and maybe everyone also can explore it only once you have your account. Then you can explore more number of charts and visuals over here.
And that question about organization chart.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have that table structure, that table structure designed in that way, like who is the primary reporting or who is the secondary reporting, then we can design that as Prabhas asked that question.
Yes, yes, we can design it. See, if you go back to the same three dots where you did see the organization sample.
This file, same file.
Yeah, yeah. When you go to the so when you go to this and then go to the org chart where you have just explored it. Huh. So click on any one of them, any one of the chart that you wanted to work on. So you always have an option where download sample. You see that?
Right.
So add will add this. Download sample will download a data sample for you.
Okay.
So you can use that and then see that PBIX file, how they have created that. So it will give you more insights like how you can arrange your data. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
Yeah.
I'll stop it here. Any um, anything that you guys want to share, like in terms of like how do you find it training? Yeah, you okay. Any improvements? I know improvement side में थोड़ा सा है, जैसे मैंने थोड़ा सा टाइम चेक करना पड़ेगा, शायद वो ये मेरा गलती है. But yeah, but otherwise around we shouldn't have extended. That I'll definitely take it as a feedback for myself. Other than that, is there anything else that you guys wanted to tell me?
I think Shrikant means this is very insightful and helpful session. And I think the more we practice, I think this will be useful in our day-to-day, organization work culture. Means uh, it's I think next Excel के analysis के आगे ये Power BI का हो जाएगा. So
Right.
it's yeah, it's always useful.
I had one query.
Mm-hmm.
What is the difference between this new measure and like measure and this quick measure? What quick measure is giving us different than this new measure?
Quick measures will give you like the available options, whatever the available options you have over there. It will just give you kind of a suggested measure. But I always try to use um, you know the new measure because I don't rely on the quick measures. It will give some available measures, like whatever the possible measures can be done. It will just give you the available measures there.
Okay, which are already inbuilt in Power BI.
Yes, it's like a common measures, very common measures that you can find out. You will find it on the quick measure.
Okay.
जैसे आपने measure के लिए क्लिक करके फिर से अपने फॉर्मूला लिखना, ये सब के बदले ऑटोमेटिकली
Mhm.
जो अवेलेबल ऑप्शंस होता है वहां पे डिस्प्ले होगा, वही यूज कर सकते हैं.
Okay.
All right, then I'll leave it to Prabhas. You have anything that you want to discuss or say anything, Prabhas?
Yeah, I have a suggestion, guys. I mean, how to get a good grip on this. Though you do the self-learning, but along with that, I would suggest to give a helping hand to your teammates. Like, ask them to go for it since Power BI desktop anybody can use. It's not a big deal. So if you can give a helping hand to them and start pushing them to learn, then definitely that will be helping you to clarify their queries if at all anything comes up. And this is how you can get a good grip on Power BI subject matter. Trust me. Along with that, parallel, you have to do a lot of practice. That's for sure. So this is the way I personally learn. I mean, the moment I started learning my day one, I started learning in that way so that I can teach to someone. That's the best policy. Trust me. That's my suggestion and it's a advice. And along with that, whatever your queries, we are there to support you. Don't worry. As usual, you can drop your queries over email, Srikant and me, definitely somebody whoever is there, either me is there, and then I'll definitely dropping in and remind to Srikant to uh, reply the queries also. So wherever we have the available time, we are there to support. But practice is very, very essential. And you'll be getting the recordings maximum by 7 p.m. tonight. And sorry for that inconvenience caused. I did not check that video, and as usual, I uploaded, but it was a different video. And thanks, Narendra, to bring it my notice, and I would rectify that. All right, then. So I guess you had a good journey. And personally, I would say this is the first batch we have extended, and we got a lot of insights we have covered. And
Yeah, true.
Srikant also will not disagree on that. Yes, Srikant?
No, no, true, true. Very, very true.
Yes, yes. And thanks to you asking a lot of questions. Trust me, that makes us more live and we could
Yeah.
deliver a lot of things in this 5 days of journey. All
I mean, it
right.
keeps us engaged more. That's
Yeah, yeah.
really important. And
Yes.
thanks, personally, thanks to
Thank you.
everyone again for having a good journey with us. And I hope you will be able to rock on your floors with this new application with the new insights. And keep practicing. You will get more information. You share the information like what Prabhas have also told. You practice and then share with your people. You'll get more information, challenges, and then that is where you can overcome. That is when you can learn more. Okay. All right then. Happy week today, and then I know your weekend is completed. So, yep.
Wish you happy Holi, everyone, in
Oh yeah.
advance.
Sure.
Yeah.
Happy Holi,
Yeah, happy
everyone.
Thank
Holi,
you. Thank you.
everyone.
Same to you.
Thank you.
Okay, okay,
All
okay.
right then. Bye bye.
Thank you. Stay in touch. Take care,
Thank you.
guys. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you, Prabhas. Thank you,
Yeah.
Shrikant.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Prabhas. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shrikant.
Bye-bye.